Out here with these niggas always harassing me. Always fucking.
What is good with it, y'all? It's Coffee. Tapping back in with some updates, man. And Spider Loke wrapped up in all kinds of blogosphere drama right now, man. SPI been in the blogosphere for the longest time. Billy Joe voice dating all the way back to that big face hunted footage. Even prior to that, man, a lot of viral-ish. You know what I'm saying? I know SPI and Game, I think, squashed the issue, so I wasn't trying to, stir no issue up. I don't even know if Game and Face is cool. They always, like, makeup, beef, it's wild, man. Family-ish can get extra complicated, that's a fact, man. But my point is, though, SPI's been around for a long ass time. And, you know, he's made it through the blogosphere with the music, tapping in with different artists, all the way to the podcast platform in which he has now. And I don't know, things are tricky, man. You know, like, I don't know, guys, comment your thoughts about all the drama and whatnot, man, and your thoughts on it all. But Spider Low is continue to push out the content and just do what he does in the blogosphere on his YouTube channel. But also you see on social network, man, he's calling out Wack 100, who at the end of the day, man, a lot of the fluffery that goes on in this blogosphere ish is tied to Wack 100, and that's a fact, Jack. We know this, man. You know what I'm saying? And you see, this is that big homie CC, right? Bodyguard to the Stars went viral. Was it that Busta Rhymes story? I think on Cam Capone. And he's been everywhere. No Jumper doing his own thing with his own platform. And you see Spider Low calling Wack and his crash out crash test dummy, right? Loose cannon. Yo, Wack got the battery in this guy's back like nobody else we ever done seen. Like, real talk. Tap in and let me know if y'all agree with that. Wack done, always kind of strategically kept someone around to crash out and, to use for different situations as far as the blogosphere-ish or different situations. But nowadays, he's so wrapped up in the blogosphere, it's wild, man. You know what I mean? But anyways, Wack and Loose Cannon, they were going at this big homie CC guy. And then now you see they're in Vegas, and you see he's clowning with them, saying, oh, these the guys that are always harassing me, or whatever he said, making a joke of it. Like, look, we're together. What do you know? Who would have thunk it? And you see SPI says, Wack or Ho No Hunted and Loose Coochie Lips Cannon marked out by big homie CC in Vegas after woofing hella tough ish online. Can't make this ish up. I'm my mama. What do y'all think about that, man? Is that a typical play out of the Wack 100 playbook? Go to war in the blogosphere with individuals and then, try and link up with them and, it's all good. We was just, we worked it out. Real dudes can work things out and this, that, and the third, which is actual factual. You know what I'm saying? Very often, real individuals can put the drama aside and squash the issue and link up, or if not link up and collab in some sort of way, just keep it pushing on their own paths, but leave the BS and fluffery behind. But Wack just crashing out every day on someone, man. We all see those YouTube clips come up from all the clubhouse drama and fluffery, you know what I mean? And you see SPI saying Loose Cannon and Wack, in his opinion, clearly were marked out by big homie CC that they wanted no smoke. What do y'all think about that, man? But then, man, it seems 600 out here caught lacking, man, in lack mode. As you see, SPI also shared this picture. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean. He's got all this wild drama and whatnot going down in the blogosphere, but he's like, yo, it ain't stopping my program. It ain't stagnating my process. I'm gonna keep pumping out my content, and I'm gonna keep going at the blogosphere ops. You know what I'm saying? It's just internet-ish at the end of the day. You know what I mean? And 600, someone caught a flick of them. It looks, I think this is someone sent this to SPI, right? And they said, "Yo, your boy 600." You see, he said, "Can I post this?" And I seen someone comment and saying, "Man, how did Spider Loc react to that?" I think that's what it is, right? This is someone sent this to SPI, like, "Yo, we got the drop on this fool, man." You know what I'm saying? He be out here getting. He was another one that Wack had the battery in his back. Remember, 50 Cent is wild. As I'm speaking about Spider Loc, I'm referencing Fifth, but we haven't really heard SPI go at Fifth in a while, man. Remember the whole "Get My Loc on," man? That was a strong diss track and was, in my opinion, a very smart move when he popped back up in the blogosphere in the way in which he did. One of the number one questions people wanted to know is, "Yo, are you still with G Unit, or you're not with G Unit? Like, why? What's going on? And if you are, why ain't nothing happening? It all ain't adding up." Like, you know what I mean? Because it was odd. We heard him all over the Get Rich or Die Trying soundtrack, all those G Unit radio mixtapes, and then, like, I don't know. We seen the reunion. He wasn't there. But then, like, we saw 50 Cent reacting to when SPI was scrapping at the gas station. So it was like, oh, okay, like, are they still cool? Like, what's the deal? You know what I'm saying? That's like the number one thing everyone wanted to know. And he was like, well, let me put it out there in the form of a diss track, a very viral diss track. You know, I don't think he plays that one on the Wake and Bake no more, on the Black Box. You know what I'm saying? I think that ran its course, his beef with Fifth. You know, and I say beef, I use that term loosely. Like, it just was wild. I don't know. You know, he told him he had his CD. What would he say? Package ready to go, $15.99 or whatever it was back then, ready to hit shelves. Ain't it so crazy, man? Thinking about that too. CDs, like how physical CDs just ain't really that no more. And even prior to this blogosphere-ish with the streaming, we had already seen things transition away from physical CDs, obviously, with all the file sharing networks and everything. You know, once that really happened, it was a app. You know what I mean? Only people really buying CDs was like some real diehard fans, or like R.I.P. Nipsey Hussle when he made that major move with, was it Mailbox Money, or which project was it? Someone tap in and refresh my memory, where would he sound for like 1,000 a piece or 500 a piece, the physical CDs, and Jay-Z bought a bunch of them off him, like off GP. Like, yo, I respect the hustle, keep doing you, man. You know, it's just wild. How did I even get here with the CDs? Fifth had his all packaged ready to go, and it never happened, man. And I personally thought that Things Change Jump off the Get Rich or Die Trying soundtrack would have been a perfect lead-off single for SPI on a solo joint, or I don't know. Comment your thoughts about all that. But you know, back to what we're talking about here. Oh yeah, the whole reason I brought up Fifth was the battery in the back. How I was saying Wack had a battery in the back of 600, and Luce Cannon on a whole nother level. Like, he's proud to be Wack's energizer. You know, like toy soldier and all that. You know what I mean? Pause, right? And you guys remember that song 50 Cent had? You don't want it with my toy soldier. I tell him pop that gat, he gon' pop that gat. You don't want it. I forget how it all went. It was off the Massacre, but that joint went hard. But 600 was like Wack's previous crash out artists, handle certain beefs that he needed him to handle in a political fashion. It seems like he used them, and he was talking about he was the A&R at Cash Money West and all that. And I don't know, it seems like a lot of cats looking for this guy quite possibly, and it seems someone had to drop on him. But 600 put out a response to this.
So I'm with it. Get my workout on. Same place I'm at every day. The last couple of years. But it seems like when I go places, people always say, "Oh, we saw you. You were slipping." I was by myself, right? So why you ain't do nothing? It's always busters, bro. But I be telling y'all, I ain't beefing no real gangsters. I'm beefing with internet busters. Niggas know where I'm at every day. And I go to the same place workout, same gyms. Everybody know where I live at. I go to the nicest restaurants in whatever city I'm in, whatever country I'm in. And these guys will never want to do nothing. So, we saw you. Well, you can't come outside, nigga. Pull up. Hey, be ready to die and go to jail when you see me too.
All right, so you heard 600, right? He's like, yo, I be the same places every day for the last however many years by myself. People be seeing me. Why don't they do nothing or whatever, you know? I think it was just more or less comedy with the post. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, dude has made a lot of situations for himself or whatever, you know what I mean? So they're like, God, look at this fucking guy, 600 over here, you know, car lacking. Not like car lacking in the sense something happened, but on lack mode, you know what I mean? But you hear him talking about like internet beef and the streets and all that, and that's what's so wild about the blogosphere is at times the two worlds collide or whatever, you know what I mean? And I don't know, it's just crazy, man, at the end of the day. Like when it comes to this blogosphere-ish, everyone's just trying to push on, do their content, get their bag, do their reactions or whatever, you know what I mean? I don't know, man. It's wild the way it just goes down. But there you have it. There's 600's response. And then to close out the news, Milk 74 calling out Trell, T-Rell, back on Big, formerly of No Jumper, right? And man, he's calling him T-Tell. He's calling him a rat, right? He says, how T-Tell mad at Mac Wop when he sat down with Wack 100, Brick Boy is what Milk's calling him. Obviously, he's referencing Brick Baby. As we always point out, man, that's a big part of Milk's get down in the blogosphere with the reactions, you know what I'm saying, that had him doing numbers and his rise to success and all that. He'd have, well, like, what would he call Brick Baby? He called him this here, but hasn't he called him like Buster Baby before, Broccoli Baby, and Pause, and I don't know, you know what I mean? Well, I forget some of the old Milk punchlines that he used to come with, you know what I'm saying? That's just a part of his, ODM Slim, you call him Old Dirty Man Slim, you know what I mean? Like Milk always had a name for everyone, and he brought the element of comedy to the reactions. You know what's wild too? I swear to you, Milk has not been popping up in my algorithm as much lately, man. I'm gonna have to go like unsub and resub and hit the bell and all that. I don't know. I swear I haven't been getting no Milk notifications for the content as of late, you know? Anyone else been having that happening? But people, you know, we know Milk has a complicated history with T-Rell, as you know what I mean. He was beefing with No Jumper. At one point, it was like T-Rell was embracing him. Then they fell out. Then back on Fig, T-Rell and AD and everyone left. The big split at No Jumper, and then you know, Milk went on back on Fig. Then they fell out. He had more of a rapport with Smack, and they fell out a couple times. That was wild when that happened. I was like, oh, come on, man, Milk and Smack, like, why they gotta go at it, you know what I mean? But when it comes to this blogosphere, it's like we was just talking about, cats is trying to get their bag and all that. Milk always had 1,000,001 ops out here, you know what I mean? He was like, everyone's content, everyone's a op. I'm trying to do my content, bring my reactions, and that's what it is, right? And I didn't even know the current status, if he was still beefing with him or not or whatever. But Mac Wop, this is what's wild. We saw this happen with Trell's brother, I forget his name at the moment, who did the interview with No Jumper, when we saw them argue, you know what I mean, where Trell was telling him, like, worry about getting some chili and this, that, and the third, and And he went and did the interview with Adam, and Adam was happy to do that. You know, he's happy to get at a former, and like Adam's always like ready for some petty ish. You know what I'm saying? A little slight jab, diss at an op, right? Like a friend of my, an enemy of an enemy is my friend type ish. You know what I'm saying? And Adam's always down for that. But when it's an ex-employee on top of it, you know what I mean? You know he's going to get to that interview ASAP. And that's what we're seeing happen here. As we see a couple clips from the No Jumper Clips page. Mac Wop on Trell being mad after linking with Adam and why he doesn't do back on Fig anymore. And then another one, Mac Wop addresses Trell not paying Keem while taking expensive vacations, which is something that we've seen be a reoccurring occurrence. I know that was all fucked up, a reoccurring occurrence. Something that we've seen happen repeatedly over there on Back on Fig, right? Individuals talking about, where's my paper at? And that was another thing Milk was going in with the whole situation with Smack. Why ain't Smack's name on the LLC? Is Trell beating him in the head? You know what I mean? That was another thing when Milk returned to No Jumper, which I still think Milk should not have done that. You know what I mean? Because he ended up falling right back out with Adam. I just don't get it. You know, I just don't get why he did it. I think Milk probably regrets it. You know what I'm saying? Because they were talking about at one point in time, after it, they were planning on doing more content. I don't ever remember seeing anything else jump off. Tap in and let me know if you did. But like, oh yeah, when he did that interview, they were talking about how Trell, when he was at No Jumper, as he interviewed a lot of cats, he was hitting individuals, you know, with his side hustle. Like, yo, I'll get you on No Jumper, hit me with this much. You know what I mean? And lining his pockets a little something. I guess Adam wasn't too happy about that. Remember when it all came out to the payments that dudes were getting at No Jumper? It was shocking to me. And I'm not trying to diss them or nothing. I just thought they were getting paid better than that. That was crazy. You know what I mean? Tap in and let me know if you agree. But yeah, you know, they like more or less pointing out when it comes to money and the finances, like there's been a few things that seems like Trell can't be trusted. Like we were just talking about on No Jumper, he had that side hustle thing going on. That is what it is or whatever. I mean, I can see Adam having a problem with it. But then the whole thing with Smack and the LLC, and then you know, his brother, them falling out, him talking about go get some chili, why ain't he getting paid or whatever. And then you know, he ran right over to No Jumper, got the interview. Someone let me know, his name is slipping my mind at the moment, man. Did he ever capitalize off that momentum and keep his platform pushing or what? Someone let me know, you know what I mean? Because he had wild motion in the blogosphere, wild momentum after that No Jumper interview. And as I always say, it's all about the momentum. You know what I mean? When that momentum's up, you got to capitalize off that. And then this other situation here with Mac Wop, we're seeing stuff being brought up about finances. So, you know, there you have it. Milk74 still blogosphere beefing with Trell. He's calling him T-Tell, calling him a rat and a thief. And you know what I'm saying, how you gonna be mad at Mac Wop for going over there to No Jumper when you know what I'm saying, all these other cats you know, you sat down with, like, make it make sense, you know? So there you have it. That's the news on this one. Hit the comments. Let's talk about all these topics. Stay tuned for updates. Subscribe. It's coffee. And I'm gone, y'all. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace and God bless.